Hello and welcome to the Chris Evans Podcast, a part of Second Banana Media. Always invite you to check out all of our great podcasts on YouTube. Simply search Second Banana Media, then be sure to hit that subscribe and that like button and that bell and be notified when we go live with some of our podcasts as well as videos like this. You can always go to our website, secondbananamedia.com, and all of our podcasts are there. You can watch all the archives and all the great stuff as a part of Second Banana Media. Let's talk some county government today here in the state of Oklahoma, particularly Logan County. Many know Charlie Meadows was elected to District 2 County Commissioner's office, and he took office on June 19, 2023. It's his first time to be a county commissioner. The other commissioners have done it for multiple terms, Mark Sharpton and Monty Piercy. Well, kind of tell you where we're at. July 31st, the county commission meeting, we're all there and just kind of chilling and watching the meeting. And then during the commissioner's comment, Charlie made a statement that kind of got everyone like, what? And let's first hear what that was.
Then another thing, I've let it be known to as many as I can that one of my goals as a commissioner is to try to get the county commissioners removed from the Open Meetings Act.
Okay, so Charlie says want to get the county commissioners away from the Open Meetings Act. So now, like, where is this going? Because that is a huge part of government is open meetings. All the businesses that the county business or the school business or the city business is held in these meetings when these decisions are made for the public, and so that's very important. So now Charlie's wanting to say that remove the county commissioners from Open Meetings Act, and you're like, okay, where's this going? And then Charlie said one other thing right here that kind of got members of the Oklahoma Press Association going, let's hear that.
It's the Oklahoma Press Association. And I thought, well, who cares about them? Nobody reads their papers anymore anyway.
So there you go. So the Oklahoma Press Association, Charlie said no one reads their papers anyway, which there is a decline in viewership of newspapers, so he's not lying there. But you have a newly elected county commissioner who has a political past, and he wants to remove the county commissioners from the Open Meetings Act, and then he takes a shot at the Oklahoma Press Association. Well, that meeting was about 9 o'clock on that July 31st day, and I would say within 2 hours, I was emailed by News 9 in Oklahoma City, and I was also emailed by the Oklahoman all before 2 o'clock about what Charlie had said, and they were wanting video permission, and I gave them that. And the reasoning behind this is Charlie is new, where Monty and Mark have been doing it for a little while, and Charlie is looking for advice, which is hard to do for a county commissioner. I'll explain why. For city council, like in Guthrie, for example, there are 7 city council members, and a quorum would be 4 or more, the majority, if you will. There's a school board, Guthrie Public Schools. If there's 4 or more, there's 7 total. If there's 4 or more, that's a quorum. Well, 3 school board members can go to lunch. 3 city council members can drive to get in the car and take a weekend trip if they want, because it's not the majority. Whereas the county commissioners, there's only 3 of them. So if 2 of them are together, then it looks like it could be discussing county business. Now, they might be just talking about the weather and all that stuff, but perception makes it look like that. But in public business is made in the open. It should be that way. You shouldn't be discussing things in the majority to dictate a vote or something like that. And you got to remember, in the early 1980s, the FBI charged over 100 county commissioners here in Oklahoma for taking kickbacks from county vendors. And so that's why it's important. These open meetings rules are important to have. So what Charlie is saying, I totally understand what he wants to learn, because the tractors is one example of a lease, or how, if I'm learning on the job, I would like to have somebody who's been doing it for more than 10 years to kind of get their perspective of how they've done things. But a lot of that you can't do, or the perception of what you can't do. And so that's where Charlie is reaching out. And I'll play the clip here. This was a meeting on August 15th. This is what Charlie said, what he meant by removing the county commissioners from the Open Meetings Act.
Here, and again, from my perspective, you guys have got all the experience in the world, and I don't. And there are just many times I would like to call, and ask questions. And I think I have a pretty good handle on it now. I can probably talk to either one of you about anything that maybe isn't going to end up on the docket here at some point in time. But there's things that might end up on the docket I'd really like to talk about. And that's why I'd like some modification of, we might not be able to get totally exempted from it, but I'd like some modification if we could, just so we could communicate and better serve the people of the district. So, just anyway, I have ways of getting myself and other people in trouble. So anyway.
And that was Charlie on the latest county commissioner, which again was on August 15th. And so I think Charlie has he's learned that these meetings are watched, and somebody, not sure who that was, watched this and went to News 9 and went to the Oklahoma and said, hey, this guy said this. I'm not sure who that person is, but I'm assuming News 9 and the Oklahoma were not watching a random county commissioner meeting in Logan County at one time. So somebody out there sent that to News 9 and the Oklahoma. But again, I understand what Charlie would like to do. Is there some modifications that the Attorney General or the Oklahoma legislature can maybe work with a little bit? I think it is. I mean, if you're talking about tractors and the best way of leasing it for your district, now you can't get into how if I do this, we can do this when you vote. But the county commissioners have a dark history, and I think the county commissioners would be one of the lowest parts that anyone would feel granting more freedom than what they have. So anyway, I just want to get on here and kind of share that. I understand what Charlie is trying to do, trying to say. Will it work? I seriously doubt it. Can it be modified? Maybe a little bit, but always remember, perception is sometimes reality of how people view things. So if you go to a local restaurant and you see two county commissioners, well, that's a quorum, because that's the majority. I go to lunch a lot and you see 3 city council members, perfectly fine. 3 school board members, perfectly fine, because it's the minority of that. So I understand what he's trying to say. I understand it. I would want to know from my counterparts on how to work, how to learn on the job, but it's a tough fit. I understand where he's coming from. So anyway, I want to pop on here and throw my 2 cents on the situation. The Oklahoman did their article today. I thought they were very fair on their story that they ran today on August 15th. Have not seen a report from News 9 yet. Probably, I don't know if we'll see that or not, but that is my 2 cents on that scenario. We'll see how it plays out. Appreciate you checking us out here on the Chris Evans Podcast. Don't forget, subscribe and like. It really, really does help our YouTube channel here on Second Banana Media. Have a great day.